We are Islamic Republic, Part 45. Communist leaders promised the communism would spread worldwide. Communism appealed to some Indians who believed their country was being exploited by the British. The British were worried that growing unrest would be provoked by the communist agitation and could lead to armed struggle. In 1918, Justice Rowlett looked at the situation and recommended tough new laws to deal with those who stirred up protests. In 1919, his proposal became law, known as Rowlett Act. The salient features of the Rowlett Act: people could be tried in camera, in private, by three High Court judges. There was no right of appeal. People could be ordered to live in a particular place. People could be stopped from attending meetings. People could be arrested without warrants and kept in prison without trial. Indians were furious with new laws. Their opinion was summed up in popular slogan: no appeal, no dalil, na vakil. Na appeal, na dalil, na vakil, which means no appeal, no argument, no lawyer. Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah resigned from the Imperial Legislative Council in protest. Source: Jinnah condemns the Rowlett Act. Well, it was by S.M. Burki and Salimuddin Qureshi for the book Quaid-e-Azam, published by Oxford University Press in 1997. Well, Quaid-e-Azam said, in my opinion, a government that passes or sanctions such a law in time of peace forfeits its claims to be called a civilized government. It was a part of Jinnah's letter of resignation in protest at the Rowlett Act. Source B: Gandhi warned the British. The government want to show that they can disregard public opinion. We must show that they cannot do so. Gandhi in 1919. Gandhi's paper. Who was to blame for the growing violence? In 1919, Indians had two main grievances. First, the British had failed to reward Indian support during the war with any real move to self government. Second, the Britain responded to the protest by the suppressive measures like Rowlett Act. All of this was bound to increase protest as tempers rose. Both the British and the Indians were guilty of violence. The worst Indian incident at Amritsar emerged Indians of all faiths and opinion. Who was to blame for the killing at Amritsar? During April 1919, there was a wave of violent protest, and some British officials even feared a repeat of 1857 rebellion. At Amritsar, Sikh, Muslims, and Hindus had organized a peaceful demonstration against the Rowlett Act. The British banned the protest, but the organizers decided to press ahead with it anyway as a show of strength. A large crowd gathered in an enclosed park, Jallianwala Bagh, to strike fear into the people, and as a warning to others, General Dyer ordered his soldiers to seal the exits and fire into the crowd. As the people tried to flee, the soldiers continued firing into their backs until ammunition ran out. About 1,650 rounds in all were fired. In the end, 379 people were killed, including 41 children and 6-week-old baby. A further 1,200 people were wounded. Although the army reprimanded General Dyer, he was hailed as a hero by many British newspapers, most conservative members of the parliament, and even by a vote in House of Lords. To be fair, there were others who condemned his actions. Winston Churchill, later to be Prime Minister, was appalled, and the Inspector of Infantry in India described Dyer an excitable lunatic. In that case, we might wonder why, when the army made him general,